of calling when you've had a few, 'cause I always do.
Hey everyone, hope you like the new background. Welcome to my bare face. I thought it'd be sort of apt to film a Valentine's inspired kind of themed get ready with me video, because tonight I'm doing the same thing that I'm going to be doing on Valentine's Day anyway, which is go for dinner and go to the movies. I'm in the mood to get a little bit dolled up, so I'm going to push the boat out and get the fake lashes out and do a cute little Valentine's look for you guys. So if you'd like some Valentine's Day makeup inspiration, please keep watching. I've been having super long days in uni, so we need to sort out these ridiculously dark eye bags. I'm going for something a little bit more fuller coverage than what I wear day to day. So the Bobbi brown creamy corrector in the shade light peach. So just taking a little bit of the excess off on the side of my hand. I'm going to be pretty liberal with this because I really want some decent coverage, and I'm putting this on obviously before foundation. Trying new foundation today, I couldn't resist the L'Oreal offer in Boots for 2 for £14, so I decided to try the True Match foundation because I've heard a lot about it. I got the shade Neutral 2 or N2, and I decided to give it a go because it seemed to be a pretty good match for me. And of course it was neutral. From what I heard, it's a kind of medium to full coverage foundation. I don't usually buy my full coverage foundations from the drugstore or, you know, from just the high street. But I've heard good things about this, and like I said, I couldn't resist the offer, so I wanted to give it a go for you guys to see if I could maybe possibly save myself a bit of money. The consistency is quite watery and very lightweight feeling in my opinion. I'm using the 103 Defined Buffer from Zoeva just to, I don't know, have a little bit more control and get as much coverage as possible out of this. So I think that's a pretty good match for me. It's completely blanked out my skin, evened out my skin tone. I do see it is sort of probably not going to be great around my dry patches in a few hours. I feel like it really looks like it's drying out my areas right here. But I'm just using these last two shades from the Bobbi Brown Nectar and Nude palette and a Zoeva 322 brow line brush, which I just got, and I'm so excited to use this. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's just like a really wide, dense kind of angled brush, and I'm excited to use it. I think I'll get a nice kind of straight line. I like to make the inside of my brows quite straight. It's a little wide for the outer arch, but it's still a brush that I really enjoy using. Onto the eyes, a little bit of Urban Decay's Primer Potion, because I have dry skin and oily eyelids, which is bizarre. So I'm just popping a little bit of that on my lids. Aha! Whipping out an old one for you guys. NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. Just a kind of a creamy white pencil. I want a nice bright base on my lid, so I'm just going to pop some of this on to make it stand out a little more, and just blend it out with those fingies. Taking MAC Brulee Satin Eyeshadow and a nice big fluffy brush, and I'm going to set that super generous with it. I'm going to bring it under the brows as well as like a really subtle highlight. Taking one of my favourite MAC eyeshadows, this Pro eyeshadow in Uninterrupted. I'm just taking a nice fluffy brush. This is the Zoeva 221 brush. It's very like the MAC 221. This colour is going to be the main colour sort of in the crease and above, but I want to do a really light layer first that's super blended, and then we're going to layer on top of that and make it a bit more intense inside the crease. But we just want a really light layer first to get things going and to make the eyeshadow last longer. And you can keep just blending this out to kind of softly elongate the eyes and bring it all the way in as well, just above the crease. This is the 231 Luxe Petite Crease from Zoeva, and I'm taking the same shade, and this time we're going to build on it a little bit more inside the crease, and then we're going to blend it out. You can take it about 2/3 of the way in and just keep working on building it in the crease, going back and forth. Then using the side of the brush, you can start blending kind of into that first layer, bringing the slightly more intense colour just above the crease. think I'm happy with how that looks. I'm going to give it all a quick blend. I'm going to take a little bit of the same shade in that fluffy brush that we were using earlier and putting it, kind of running it into the eyebrow because I'm feeling sort of fierce. This is optional, but I just think it makes the eyes look really sculpted. And you can kind of, once you've run it in, you can sort of lightly blend it into the last kind of crease motion that we did. Let's go ahead and run some of that under the lashes as well. Time for liner. I'm using the Clinique cream or gel eyeliner on my Kat Von D tattoo liner brush because I really like this brush. I'm not too fussed on the product, but I really like the tip and point of the brush. So I've just sort of been dipping it in and using it as brush. So I'm going to start with my wing first because I'm doing this with like literally no stability and kind of intimidating. So, ooh, my eye's going a little bit red. Now I'm using the telescopic mascara. I just tried this for the first time. I will say it's good for separating, but it is absolutely crap if you curl your eyelashes. But it totally drooped my lashes. So like in a few seconds you won't even see my eyelashes. But I'm just darkening my lashes up anyway for my falsies. For lashes, I'm using the Demi wispie lashes from Ardell because what's Valentine's Day without a flirty pair of lashes? Popping down sort of in the middle while the glue's still tacky. And then the outer corner. Now that the eyes are done, it's time to finish off the rest of the face. I'm using NARS Creamy Concealer to tidy up under my eyes and to give me like a really nice coverage. Just putting that all under there for like a highlight, maybe a little bit here, around my nose, this kind of red thing I have, and any sort of shadowy areas. With one of my favourite brushes, the Zoeva 142 Concealer Buffer, I'm just going to buff that all in. Under my eyes, I'm just going to blend it in with my ring finger just to really warm up the product. Time to warm up the face. I'm using the NARS Virtual Domination palette. I'm just using Laguna bronzer from that palette, a big fluffy 106 powder from Zoeva, and I'm just going to do a general kind of warming up of my face. I'm just brushing that right onto my temples and my cheeks. I feel like if you're using bronzer, you sort of have to bronze your whole face, otherwise it looks odd. So I'm just taking it on certain points like the chin, down the centre of the nose. I think I'm going to go for a little bit of deep throat with Miss Liberty highlighter on top. So I'm just using the Real Techniques contour. I'm blending mine kind of towards the back of my cheeks more because, I don't know, I've got sort of a wider face, so I don't like to take it onto the apples too much. I'm actually not going to bother adding any more highlight to my cheeks because there's already like a golden sheen off the blush. Seeing as my foundation is more matte, I'm going into an old favourite that I'm trying to use up. It's the Sleek Contour Kit in the shade Light. And I'm going to take a little bit of the shimmery highlight and pop that into the inner corners of my eye. Just for a bit of a pop. I don't know why, but this is just my favourite highlighting kind of inner corner colour, or even just highlight. It just isn't glittery at all. Take some of that highlight down the nose. Run it along the Cupid's bow. Zoeva 126 Luxe Cheek Finish, which is a nice fluffy but still kind of narrow brush. I think it's going to be perfect to add a little bit of contour in, just a small bit in the hollows. You can sort of use the side of it to blend it out. I'm using Spice Lip Liner by MAC. Mine is so old, I think the packaging is completely different now. But I'm going to use it to sort of not line my lips but create more of a shadow to make my lips appear more full. So I'm not going to overdraw my lips too much, I'm just going to create more of a shadow sort of just past where the ridge is. So for example, I'm just going to run it right under my lip line. I'm also going to do my Cupid's bow. Now I'm using number 7's Precision Lip Pencil in the shade Nude. This is more of a natural colour and I'm just going to fill in my lips as normal. On the lips, I'm going to go for something matte because it's Valentine's Day. You don't want to get like messy lip products everywhere, and as well I want to sort of mattify kind of the ridge anywhere it's sort of overfilled slightly and sort of hide that so it's not reflected and you can't like see the ridge, because anytime if you are overfilling your lips it's really important you use something matte because you don't want to be able to tell, you know, that you've overdrawn your lips. Oh sorry, I'm using one of my favourite products, the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Stockholm. The Bourjois Colour Boost lip crayon thing, and these are actually quite pigmented, and I'm just going to dab a little bit on the inside, kind of right on the inside of my lips, just to stop my lips from drying out. It'll give a nice kind of just bit and pop of colour, and you won't get that kind of you know, matte lipstick ridge at the end of the day on the inside of your lips that, let's face it, just looks nasty. Also going to finish off with some number 7 brow gel just to keep these brows in check. So that is my Valentine's face done. If you're a single Pringle, you can just use it as going out makeup and go to the club and show all those boys what they're missing. And yeah, just rock it. So I'm going to move on to the hair now. I'm using an interesting new hair tool today which I've been dying to try out. I know Miss Glamorazzi was talking about it before, but I'm curling my hair with the NUME 3-in-1 Titan hair curler. It basically is one of those ones that you can detach the barrel and change the barrel. So for most of my head I'm going to be using the biggest barrel that comes in the set, and I'm going to be curling most of my head with that just to give a nice soft kind of messy beachy waves. Awfully classy looking, but anyway. So I'm just going to section off sort of the front and put the clip like that. So I'm just taking sort of chunky 1-inch sections and wrapping the hair towards the back. Because my hair is quite short, what this big barrel is going to do is just give me like really beachy textured sort of waves. It's not going to give me super big ringlets or anything like that. It will probably if you have longer hair, but I'm just going to use it in a way that will sort of give me that beachy, laid back kind of cute vibe. The only thing I'm going to do differently with this front section is I'm going to take smaller sections. Quite small sections. And again, curl away from the face, get a nice tight curl on there. For the last little front piece, I'm just going to take that curl from about halfway down the piece of hair. I'm not going to hold it very long, so that'll do. Woo! Sexy! Strays going on. I don't really want to brush it too much. I want it to kind of hold that separated look. I'm also using some of the Satsuma beautifying oil just to finish off. I got that, it smells so good. I love anything Satsuma or Clementine from the Body Shop. My good friend Letitia got this for me last year, but I've just started kind of picking it up again since my hair has been feeling a bit dry because like I said I need a haircut. So I'm just gonna sort of smooth that over the front bits to add a little bit of shine. That was my get ready with me, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed it and got some inspiration for Valentine's Day. Let me know what you thought of the look in the comments below, and of course do hit that thumbs up or like button if you enjoy the video. It really helps me out and lets me know if you guys enjoyed it. I'm an independent woman. If you don't have a man, go get your own box of chocolates and your own roses and you'll feel fabulous. I hope you've all had a great day, guys. I will see you in my next video. Hey guys, if you want to use the same 3-in-1 curling system that I used in the video, you can now get it for 40% off using the code DARLING along with $12 special rate shipping to the UK. Hope you enjoy it, guys. Links will be in the description. That right there is going to be my first New Year's resolution. I need to stop doing jazz hands in my intros and just be chill. Let's get straight into it.